Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Comic Book Users. Welcome to another episode of the show. It's a new haul day, new acquisition day, of course, alongside Mr. Wild Bill.
Hello, comic book fans. Yes, new acquisitions I got recently. Recent comic shows, toy shows, Pete and I and Kirk, we took out a table a week ago.
We have the Newburgh Toy and Collectibles
It was mostly
show.
toys, but there was a lot of guys selling comics, so I went up picking up some comics. Started off the day by running into Pete. He's like, "Oh, I bought another double. Do you want this one?" I was like, "Okay, I don't have it."
It's a good one.
Yeah, so it's
Avengers 190.
Yeah, I got a big gap between like 180 and 200. I have issue 200, that's where I'm stopping.
Okay.
I really didn't care about issues between 180 and 200. I would rather focus on the other issues below the
I would
120s.
say for the Avengers, everything up to about like 250 is well
Good.
worth. Yeah.
I don't have the space, so I would rather go lower. And Pete was like, "I got another double. You want this one?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Okay, I'll take this one because I have the reprint version, which is from the Incredible Hulk series, which at Marvel Superheroes, which is like, I don't know, it's like issue 90. It's up there, or it's in the 90s. So it came out like in 1979. It's a 40-cent book, but it's the same cover.
Yeah.
And, of course, it's got the Hulk in it.
Yep. Yeah.
So this is the first Avengers issue I have in the 80s. This is issue 88.
Yep.
So that is cool. So that was even before I walked into the toy show. And then Pete and Kirk did really good selling stuff. I didn't sell any comics. I have comics that nobody wants. I have Spider-Man. And people look at you and they go, "I'll be back."
And they never come back.
It's like, really? I have like 3 sets of The Death of Superman. Nobody cares. I have some DC like graphic novels of like Adam Strange and Hawkman. Nobody wants it. I got what's the other guy's? Dead Man.
Dead Man, yeah.
I got one issue of him, graphic novel. Nobody cares. I don't know. I sold the Bill Cosby record. That was my big ticket item.
Yep.
And I sold my Spider-Man cards.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, both packs.
Okay.
With the metallic foil packaging. I slit them open from the bottom, so they looked like they hadn't been opened, but they were.
Hopefully the people who bought them are watching this show right now.
No, well, I told them.
Oh, okay.
But they still look good, the packaging, you know. So, no refunds.
Okay. Sorry.
So, yeah, I basically broke. So I spent more money than. So I saw this one guy that had a bunch of Submariners.
He did.
Yeah. I always wanted this cover, you know.
It's a good issue.
Yeah, and it's good. It's a great cover. Is this Marie Severin, I believe? Or is this Gene Colan?
No, I don't think it's Gene Colan. I think it's Marie on the
cover, right?
I think so.
I think because I know she was right around this time frame. Yeah. Anyway, it's brilliant.
Anybody know the connection between these two here?
Fire and water.
No, they were both members of the Invaders together.
Fire and water, like I said. No, I'm just being difficult. So yeah, issue 36. This guy also had issue 32, but I'm going off my memory because I didn't bring a list because I was there to sell stuff. I didn't think I was going to be browsing around. So this guy also had issue 32, and I don't have issue 32, and I could tell I didn't have it just based on my memory. And there's kind of similar action in 32 and 36, their covers, even though they're different covers. In my mind, I'm like, I don't know if I need 32 or not, so I didn't buy 32, and I needed it. So, and there was also, he had issue 59 with Thor on it, but he wanted like $10. And
it's a great issue. Should have done that.
Yeah, well, I should have traded or...
I think you were right. I think this is Gene Colan on the cover.
Okay.
I think it is, and I think this is Sal Buscema, I think, on this one.
And then I got issue 61 because I have issue 60. So yeah, I stalled on 59 and 32. So I wasn't worried because there was another con this weekend, 2 days ago in Fishkill, and Kirk and I went to it, but Pete couldn't make it. And that vendor was going to be there, and he wasn't. So I didn't get those other issues.
So well attended? Is there a lot of people there?
Yeah, there were a lot of vendors in there.
Yeah, okay. A lot of traffic there, or no?
Mediocre, I guess. The parking lot was packed, but there was one guy that had like everything. It was like he was like loaded, right? But his prices were like astronomical.
Yeah.
Just astronomical. You know, like Amazing Adventures, Those are like hot books, but he had them, and they were all like $25 to $40. It was like, come on, man, $25. But I mean, he had the lower issues like 2, 3, 4. So I found a guy that had $10 books, or pick 3 for 20, and he had the same boxes, $5 books, or 3 for 10. So I came up with, I don't know, like 4 books, and they were from the $10 box. And I was like, one of them was this Doctor Strange.
Yeah, it's a good score. It's a good issue.
So I paid $20 from this guy for like 4 books. But he had this Flash 232, which is, I think, the only 100-page book, and I needed it, and it's hard to find. And most people want it. This guy, it was a $5 book. But of course, it worked out to be $4 when I negotiated. So I found Daredevil 95.
Oh, the Man Bull. There you go.
I know I needed this one. I know there's a few. I only needed like 3 in the 90s, but I couldn't remember which the other ones were. I'm pretty sure the one was number 99. But I couldn't tell if it was 92 or 93 that I saw. So this guy's got 93, and I was like, you know what? I'll buy it. And this, I regret to say, this is a double.
Oh, really?
You want to buy it? You always pull that on me, but you probably have it.
I have it, yeah.
But anyway, I was going off my memory. I needed 92, so I need 92 and 99. So I can put this one up for sale next time.
I have pretty much everything from the first 100 except for like 3 or 4 in the really early ones. Obviously, I don't have number 1.
I have a lot of holes to fill in the 70s and 80s. I have most of the 60s.
I think you have more than me from 100 and up, I think.
Yeah, I got them all. I need 181. I guess the Death of Elektra is 181. I need that. That's the only one I need. Oh, and I need the Frank Miller first appearance.
Oh, yeah.
Which is what, I want to say 148. It might be 158. Yeah, it might be 158. Anyway, the first Frank Miller drawn Daredevil, which is really his first drawing, is Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man issue 27. He draws Daredevil for the first time. Oh, so that pretty much concludes the first haul.
Yes.
And then part 2, Toy Story. Oh, went back to the Submariner guy and got this Fantastic 479 issue. This is the last of the haul.
That's a
for
good
part 1.
Classic Kirby.
Yeah, I traded a couple graphic novels. Handed them over. So that wasn't bad. He wanted $5 for this book. That was pretty good.
That $5 is a great price for that.
That thing's in amazing shape.
Oh,
1967, this book is.
Yeah, that's...
And this is the one where Ben he's himself.
Yep.
Human
Change
form.
back, yep.
So, might do an insider cover on that for you. So I'm rolling along over the weekend with Kirk, and I find this guy who's got older stuff, and he was at the show the week before, but he was a spectator. Now he's a vendor. So, he wanted $4 for this. So I got it for $2.
So that's reprints of what, Human Torch and Toro from the 40s, probably.
Yeah.
And then the origin of the Black Knight.
This is the first appearance of the Black Knight, technically.
Wow.
We shot a little video about it, and I haven't posted that yet. I was going to let you see it. I don't know if I can get it up on our Facebook page. It might be too much data. I don't know. Hard to upload videos sometimes from your phone. So Captain America 155. I know I needed this one. This time I had my list.
Good. Yeah, the lists are always important. I hate trying to do things from memory because
Yeah. You notice I bought 10 books from memory and one was a duplicate. That's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad.
Batting 900 there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this one was definitely cool because I got a few. There's at least 4 or 5 that I need in the 150s. So I got that closed that gap. And then he had another one, 136.
That's a good one.
So this is the third of my 130s. I need a lot of... I have 139, which I think has got Spider-Man on it. Or 137. Spider-Man is on the cover.
Yeah. It's done the John Romita run.
Yeah. Anyway, this was cool. 15 center. And then I'm flipping through the box. It was all kinds of stuff in this box. And I was like, oh. And this was a $20 sticker price. This Captain America was $12. The other Captain America was $10. So... So of course I pulled this out into my one. Then I saw this wish list. I was like, oh really? X-Men Giant Size #2?
Oh wow.
Not #1, but people talk about this book. And there was no price on this one, so he was like at $50. I mean, I think all the books I had were about 70 or 60. And I don't know. He was sitting there like coming up with a number, and I was like, how about $25 for everything? And he's like, oh, okay. And then I pulled out a set. I was like, how about this? And my friend was there, and she had 3 books, like newer ones. I was like, well, how much would you charge her for those? And he was like, oh, those would be like $3 each. So it's like, throw everything in for $20, like everything. And you can have these too. And I gave him a stack of a 4-stack of a series of the Deadly Foes of Spider-Man. It came out like in 91 or 93. So I was giving him stuff in return, and he's like, okay. So I got it all for $20.
Wow, all this stuff?
And 3 other books for my friend. Yeah, so 7 books for $20, and I handed them.
And a couple of them are.
These are keys
Yeah,
for me.
Well, not really keys, but they're definitely worth more than what you paid.
Yeah, and I thought this might be a Neil Adams cover, but it's not. But that's what I thought. Why they $20? You know, these books are outrageous. You know.
Yeah.
And it's not a $20 book, because when you take it out of I took it out of the bag, and you know, if you stack comics like this over time, they warp on the side. You know, they get that flip.
Yep.
This one's got a major flip in the spine.
Yeah,
So you know it was stacked in a loose pile. It wasn't bagged or boarded for years. And it's got that basement musty smell, that mildewy. Some of these have that basement smell, which is great for certain comic book fans that love to open up that book and get that whiff of that newspaper.
All you slabbers don't know what we're talking about, I'm sure.
So Kirk is getting ready to leave. You know, you could basically case this joint in a half hour. It was how quick you could walk through it. And there was like another wing for cosplay. They were pushing raffles and food, you know. So I saw this other vendor, and this guy I saw Batman. This is issue 250. And it's funny because I stand corrected. The video we shot, Kirk and I, of our haul at this place, I kept calling this issue 205. But I didn't have my glasses on.
Oh.
But it's issue 250.
Oh, okay. Close enough.
If it was 205, it'd probably be like a 15 center or a 12 center. But yeah, so scored another Batman in the 20-cent range, which is cool. So that is my new haul. So I think I did okay. You know?
Not too shabby.
So anyway,
not too shabby. We have any other Comic Cons in the not too distant future that we could? When's the next Clifton one?
Well, they're usually like the second weekend of the month, every month. So, but I haven't checked. I don't know if they slow down for the holidays. Yeah. I don't know. But I'm running out of room. I need to...
Just need a new box. You got plenty of room here.
Yeah, I do. But it'd be nice to... You got to go a little LIFO, you know. First in, first out. Yeah. Changing of the guards.
You got plenty of room.
I got books I need to sell.
Well, that's the thing. You go through the whole collection. You weed out what you don't want, and
nobody else wants them apparently.
Well, but sometimes you just have to. You just gotta cut your losses and just unload them, right? That's just what you gotta do
that.
And then this way you make room for stuff you really want, right? And that's what I got. Get a brand new box, spanking new white box.
Kirk is always giving me boxes.
Yeah,
they're used and abused, but they work.
No, they work. The actual long boxes are great, or even a bunch of the smaller ones.
I need to convert to the short boxes.
Yeah, I do. I do too. I can't. You know, if you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but back in my house, in my office, I have all my comics, and they're mostly long boxes up like.
On top of a shelf.
And it's like, so
for
me,
take a ladder to get up.
So I got to get a ladder to take these 50-pound boxes off the top. You know, I'm almost 58 years old. It's like, the hell, you know, it's like, it's getting harder and harder to do that.
They get heavy.
They get heavy. So I'm thinking I got to move everything into short boxes. It's just, I just got to do it.
When I didn't have long boxes and ran out, I salvaged, and I picked up from a high school. I picked up a couple of yearbook boxes, which hold more than a long box, because you can do a row of comics, and then I can do like three on the side. Yeah. So it's almost like 2 long boxes compressed into one. And I have 3.
But it gets even heavier to lug around. And they're already falling apart. It's just like,
no, these actually hold up pretty good. Yeah. But you have to drag them across the floor because they're so fucking heavy.
Yeah.
You know?
Short boxes is the way to go. I think I'm gonna go order. In fact, you want? I'll get you some. I'm gonna order a whole bunch of them. And
I'm in on you with that.
Okay, yeah, this
All right.
it's got to happen. It's got
I will
to
contribute.
condense these things.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
And the New Paltz guy was there.
you know what?
He sold his business, obviously. I was talking to him, but yeah, obviously he sold it a few years ago to that young guy. But
Yeah.
the guy, the man, he was there. And like I used to buy
I
a
saw
lot
him at
from
the
him.
Newburgh show. I forgot to tell you. He came to our table and he started nosing around. And I
yeah?
said hello to him, but he wasn't in a talkative mood. And then as soon as I started talking to him, he was like
He bolted.
he bolted. I was
Yeah,
like,
he
"All
thought
right,
you were going to sell him. He didn't want to buy. I'll be back. Sure you will. But we will be back with Comic Book
Yes,
Jesus
we
next
will.
time.
We
So
will.
that's it for this one. That's a wrap. Thanks
Yeah.
for being here, guys. We'll see you next time.
That's right. And hey, happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yes.
So I know we're a day early, but
Enjoy. Yes, happy Thanksgiving.
yes,
Enjoy.
we'll
Eat
see.
lots
We'll
of
see
food.
you afterwards. So,
Get stuffed.
yes, get stuffed and read lots of comics. Till then, for Wild Bill, I'm Pete Pardo. Have a good one, everybody. See you soon here on Comic Book Users.
Bye.